consumers are shifting their spending from in-store to
Found the
online.
secret to raking in millions by saving on pennies per purchase.
Starting to get out of hand now.
Barely keep up with demand.
Followed by death.
Stand your heavenly body for this opportunity to stand up for our God-given unalienable rights.
Guns. 40 million were sold last year in the United States, and over 10 million sold online, supplying $1 trillion industry of advertising, innovation, and direct-to-consumer sales of gun-related products to your folks at home. And with the internet, it's only getting bigger.
The e-com side of things is extremely efficient, and that's why if you look across the industries, those people who have bet on e-com are surviving because they just have lower fixed costs.
The strategy is sell everywhere where your consumers are. And if that's online or offline or on Facebook or Instagram or on marketplaces, the strategy is to sell everywhere.
What's your name, where do you live, and what do you do?
My name's Jim Banks. I live in Benton, Louisiana, and I sell stuff online.
How's having a video camera follow you around feel?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I'm not much of a smiler. So I am not an expert. I'm a guy that sells some stuff that's done okay, but I am not an expert. I find a product and try and sell it. If it sells, I sell more of it. If I find a product that doesn't sell, I don't sell it, I go find another product. It is just that simple. One of the firemen in town died of COVID. At least that's what we think it was. So I put the flag at half staff for him. 2 days ago, I think he died. We just found out about it. I've been a paramedic for the better part of 23, 24 years, something like that. In my line of work, there's different types of fun. So I like the chaos, I like the madness. Some people, it terrifies them. Me, I like it. TV takes up most of the living area over there. We've got a whole small little kitchen here, bathroom, sleeping quarters back in here. But yeah, so this is it. This is, like I said, the home away from home. What's amazing about e-commerce and running online businesses is you get to work from home. So I mean, it's pretty cool. Gotta love that. Got some jambalaya on the pot over there, cooking for dinner. But the really cool part about this is my office. This is the entire office. I got a great view out back. We get animals that come up here from time to time. And I run 3 businesses out of this bag. I can take this bag anywhere I go and run my business. Really cool. I got into computers and stuff when my daughter was born. Again, as you can tell, I'm a little bit older. I need to learn what's out there because that's what she's going to be dealing with. And got online and started learning about the internet. And that's a couple years later when I'm like, you can sell stuff online. The real cooks in my family have all been the men. Not real sure why.
Well, actually, we met online. In the early days of online dating, I was just scrolling through and I there was this firefighter dude with these great big arms, and so I just clicked on it.
As you kind of look around here, it was all woods and cut over and stumps, and a timber company come through and cleared most of this out and left me a huge mess. It's 100 yards walk for my wife to go to work, and this has been just like a godsend for her. This was a business for her that she'd always wanted to do her entire life, and 5 years ago we got the opportunity to do this. Dog want to go outside, we just open the door up during the day and it can go outside. My buddy Hank over there. Hi, baby. Ain't seen you in a while, have I? So my wife can shoot really well. Studied Krav Maga for about 5 years, so she's probably not the one you want to irritate. Just throw that out there. Living out in the country is quiet, it's peaceful, it's relaxing. At nighttime, you look up and the stars are out, you see the stars, you see the moon, it's gorgeous.
I met Jim, I'm guessing probably 10 years ago. I could probably go back and find an email that he had sent me. I had talked to him about him being a fireman, me being a cop, and it led to him saying he had done some stuff with SEOs and websites.
We teach gun classes, we do a lot of different things, so it's, I'm just Jim. I mean, it's not, I do market things online, so people hear that from time to time, I guess. So an email goes out, has this link on there, and they get to this page. They look at our page, and they decide, hey, we like this stuff, and they start filling out their information.
What's it do? Hey, lubricates your gun the way it's supposed to. Gun works the way it should.
Just lubed again. Smooth, nothing but the sound of the action. No squeaking, no grinding. That's the difference between gun oil and gun grease.
We've got this thing highlighted so that where we think that they should go, where we think they're going to get the best deal. 80% take this option here, and the reason being is it's cheaper than buying 2 jars. So you can get traffic from Facebook, you can get traffic from Google, you can get traffic from wherever. The whole goal is to get people to buy our stuff and then buy more of our stuff. That's the whole thing with e-commerce. These are the things that have made a huge difference over the last 6 months. In Benton, Louisiana, where my kennel is, there's still only so many people that can bring their dog to you. You're still limited, you still have limits. I'm selling a Glock. There are millions of people out there interested in Glock guns, millions. And I'm not limited to the guys that live within an hour and a half of me. Me in the e-commerce business, I can reach all kinds of people. I just have to find the traffic sources to do that, and they're out there. So the guy over here that's got a brick and mortar that's competing against me, he can sell 1, I can sell 10. He has all that overhead, I have no overhead. His margin is 30%, mine are 500%. I win. So you got days where there's nothing, and you got days where there's 1,000, you got days where there's a couple $1,000s. One of our t-shirts that we sell, this shirt does pretty well. This is a drop leg holster we put together a number of years ago that we sell. Again, one of our decals that people absolutely love. Some different targets that we sell. More people are home shopping and they're just kind of scrolling through on their Facebook feed. Man, you got stuff that they're interested in. Boom, it's there. They're not working now, they're at home. Click, buy.
Non-essential businesses will close. That includes the closure of all bars, nightclubs, casinos, movie theaters, malls, along with gyms and health clubs.
I mean, as you look, we're driving through all this area here. There's just, it doesn't look like business is going on, does it? More business is shut down over here.
Appreciate all the support from the community all the way around, but we're going to shut it down for a few weeks and just kind of see what happens.
They're not open.
I hope to open it up very soon.
I want to go get donuts. That was just kind of odd. I'm not expecting donut shop to be closed at 8:30. We'll be there probably in 20 or 30 minutes. See you in a bit. Bye. Retail, it's a tough business, so you got a lot of overhead. So my kennel, it's a lot of money to keep the doors open every month. You got insurance, if you got notes on the building or rent, lease, whatever you're doing. You got electric bills, you got gas bills, you got employee bills, you got self-employment taxes, you got regular taxes. You got all the crap that goes in there, so it's expensive. there is a limit. No matter what anybody says, there is a limit to what you can do inside of a building.
The size of any business really depends on the reach that businesses can capture. You see, Governor John Bel Edwards of Louisiana has regulated businesses can only accept 50% capacity, which means it cuts their business in half during this epidemic, along with restricted hours. So if normally 100 people walk through your door every day, now you have to turn away 50. And then on top of that, you're still paying for payroll, federal and state taxes, building fees, and I'm sure a lot more. Well then, at that point, we're not even talking about a small business anymore. This is no business. You need to sell products everywhere to survive, not just somewhere. It's common sense.
So good morning. Today we're at Systematic Graphics. This is where I get my decals, shirts, and some other stuff printed. I'm gonna take you in here, Dustin and the guys, and kind of show you a little bit about the process of what we do here to get stuff printed. Morning.
What's happening, man?
Another day in paradise.
How?
All right, you guys are good.
So, Dustin Glass, we live in Shreveport, Louisiana, small town, northwest corner of the state. We are printers.
It's too cold. It's gonna get worse.
Too much wind. You're gonna be building snowmen Sunday, aren't you?
That's what I'm hearing. Man, that's a good looking shirt.
Yeah, man, I like that.
Been printing my whole life. My dad started this shop in 1970. Continued it on because my 7 brothers and sisters didn't want to. So here we are.
Smartest man I know around here, 230.
All right, so you got your files emailed to you. You fixed them up on the Illustrator, put the cut path around it, so you make sure everything's a CMYK, it's good DPI. This is where the magic happens. All right, let's move all that right there. Pretty much what's happening is you're loading the right material for the right job. Make sure your head's gapped for the height of the material that you're using. It's good. It's good right there. It's gonna get a little loud. So you're looking at about 500 an hour.
That's a lot.
Beautiful.
Those that you're looking out there right now, we've sold a bunch of these over the past 9 months. The new one he's getting ready to print, the brand new one.
So we'll cut them out 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a contour cutter. It's a custom router. Best employee ever. It never shows up late.
That's what you get, brother.
That's how it's done. If I could stamp it made in America, I would, but I don't have a stamp. But it's all made in America. Thousands and thousands of pieces from even through coronavirus. Since last year, first of the year, God, probably 100,000 pieces.
Okay, so let's talk a bit about COVID-19, the good and the bad. My printer, they basically had to lay everybody off because there was no business. So here I come showing up with all these t-shirt and decal orders, sticker orders. So I mean, I had those guys working basically round the clock just to keep up with the orders that we had.
You can't go to Walmart and spend a $20 bill. You fill up half a buggy, it's $100.
Did you see that he's selling this lube called Owl Shit?
Owl Shit gun lube, slicker than Owl Shit.
Guns are basic. They're open tools like this. Shit's gonna get in them.
The best lubricant you're gonna find on the market, hands down. I'm 100% sure of it.
Testing this out, we gave it to police departments, sheriff's departments, and all of that kind of good stuff. The feedback we got back was fantastic, so we put it on the market, and we've not had a single negative review about it. And we've probably done about 5,000 units, give or take, since we put it out there. The goal is to do 5,000 units a month. This is like one of their best jobs ever. This is like the greatest summer job or after school job they can get. They get to play with guns and all that kind of good stuff.
So this is the box of gun lube that's already been, it's ready to be shipped out.
My business partner spent about a year going back and forth with a lab to figure out a good gun lubricant that we use, but it's a lubricant that when you put it on the gun, it stays where you put it, doesn't migrate. ARs are notorious. When you start firing them a lot, they dry out and you start having issues with them not throwing a shell or ejecting a shell up. The slicker it is, the better it functions, and the less chance you'll have of a malfunction.
The AR-15s really that was one of the guns that was in high demand. A lot of people asking about, were having a hard time getting. And if they were getting it, they were getting it with all kinds of Gucci crap on it that they didn't need, that they were paying a ton more for.
Our plan is to give away a gun every single week of the 2014 year. You can be anywhere in the United States and win. I'll take care of the shipping to you.
So that was what got us into putting together some of the ARs for people.
What's going on? It's another day in paradise.
Hey, is it that?
So I guess the obvious thing is the political stuff you have to do, right?
Yeah, yeah. Whoa. Bunch of damn Benedict Arnolds.
Facebook is banning the private sale of guns on its website and also on Instagram.
Search for guns for sale in Facebook groups, and what comes up is a long list of places to find and buy a gun.
I guess a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that, big run on ARs, and it was just all of a sudden everybody decided they needed one. Then this year, obviously with everything that's been going on, fires, things burning, riots, more and more people have said, oh man, you know what I need? I need an AR.
So if we sell stuff, we know that fear's a motivator, right? Absolutely, we do.
There's no threat to the Second Amendment by telling people there are certain weapons they cannot own. There is no rationale to own a military-style weapon, an AR-15. You're a danger to yourself.
Every post I made, in any group, any page, anywhere was gone. When that happens, I lost a lot of money. We had taken a brand new segment of our business and moved it up to about $30,000 a month. And then it was gone instantly.
Hey guys, it's Jeremy Hawes with the Arc Self-Defense and Patriot Sheepdog. One of the latest, victims of Facebook and their censorship. Had an account on Facebook for 10 years, a little more, I guess. Me and a business partner who have sold, everything from training classes that we offer to shirts and stickers and gun lube, all kinds of stuff. So it's a pretty diverse business that we do quite a few things with, have run ads on Facebook, so actually paid them to run ads on their platform. And out of the blue, no reason, no warning, just shut down.
So at that point, you're like, okay, it is what it is. What am I going to do next? So anyhow, we started back up, started very slowly, gradually building things back up. It's a struggle though. We probably did $500,000 this year total. Sounds big, but when you start paying all the bills, it's not as big as what it sounds. My goal is to do a lot more than that.
I'd been in rescue for, 10, 12 years at the time. And I like to tell the story of on our second date, I rescued a dog and put it in Jim's truck.
It just needs to do what it's supposed to do. That's why I bought this one. 352,000 miles.
So he kind of knew what he was getting into.
Everything was going well, January, February 2020. Then that's when everything shut down. So March, we basically went from a business that was thriving, doing great, to one that had one dog in here. And so that was all we had, business-wise.
We lost a lot of revenue. Had to lay off all our staff. So it was some trying times. Hey, girl. My business is based on people going somewhere. It's based on business travel. It's based on families going on vacation. And that stuff's not happening a whole lot now. It's still so far down from what it was.
So the kennel's slow. You talked to my wife a little bit earlier. Kennel's a little bit slow. We've got a few dogs, but not many. We're limited in how much we can travel because of the kennel. And we're limited the times that we can travel. Because I have an e-com business, I can run out of my little briefcase there that I tote with me. I can do that anywhere. I mean, truly, there are no limits. This is it. Yeah, I'm just Jim. I mean, it's not. I do market things online, so people hear that from time to time, I guess.
And you can pound away as long as you want.
My business partner and I filmed a bunch of self-defense videos and Krav Maga DVDs.
Just buck him up. Trap, trap. Roll around. Don't fall on it, Jim.
Had I known back then what I know now, this right here would have been easily a $5 million business. The numbers were so good. That's probably my biggest failure in internet marketing.
If he reaches up here and grabs me around the neck, and his neck opens up, then I can come right back up and finish it with what I want, because it's an easy one to do.
Yeah, this is probably my biggest failure in internet marketing, my career. This one here, that was a good idea that we just poor execution.
It apparently makes him happy because he's all in it, so.
People out there, they want to have their own business, they want to be rich, they want, but they don't want to do what it takes to make that happen. Sometimes you have to work 3 or 4 months and not make any money, and that's a sucky deal. But you got to do it, and you got to be willing to learn, and you got to be willing to make the mistakes that all of us make. All right, let's go ship the goodies. Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, how about you?
Doing well.
Good. You sit them down.
Okay.
Do you ever see?
Nope, I do not. Can I get a couple more of these?
You sure can.
Thank you.
The short-term goal through March 31st is $5,000 a day in revenue.
$5,000 a day?
A day. Yeah.
Wow, that's 150 grand a month. That's 1.2 million.
Yes, it is. That's a big number. So you can get an idea, get it up and running, have traffic going to it, and see if it's going to work. And inside of 4 or 5 days total, you can be like, this is a great idea, this is a bad idea. I know, it's pretty simple, right?
It's pretty simple.
It's not hard.
Nobody really knows, but I have to suspect that there's probably going to be long-lasting, several-year impacts behind this. And as people have, started working from home, selling goods from home, doing their business from home, and people buying from home, I have to believe that e-commerce is probably going to be huge, like forever.
Our middle class is gone. It takes so much money to live these days. That's going to continue, and I think that continues to get worse. Gets worse. Gets worse. We don't produce a lot of stuff anymore. We're more consumers than producers. Owl shit gun lube, slicker than owl shit. So for e-com guys, that's good news, by the way. But for a country, it's not really good news, it's bad news. And so as we watch that, I think as a country, you start to see it eat itself from the inside out. We think it's all isolated here. You go look at what's going on in Europe. You go look at what's going on in China and in Asia. Dude, I mean, the world itself is having some issues. I'll still be doing e-commerce. I'll be doing e-commerce until I'm dead.
So what do you think? It's pretty crazy, right? I mean, if you're ready to go and build your online business right now, all you need to go to is talktotrey.com, where we'll show you how to build a website, find an audience, choose a product, so you can start selling those products worldwide. Learn how to build a sustainable online business today, and we're going to show you how to do it, just like we've shown our students how to do it. All you have to do right now is go to talktotrey.com, and we'll see you on the other side.